Welcome everybody to this new LizaJuice tutorial about how to input and display your signals through LizaJuice. So I get requested a lot how one can input signals from, let's say, an analog synthesizer and visualize it through LizaJuice. There are several ways, but the easiest one is, in my opinion, to go to patch number 3. Number 3. And reduce the size of the image to 1 dot with this knob. Once you have this, it's very simple. The phone patch displays these two rows of knobs that route the first signal and the second signal to the different dimension of LizaJuice, which is the X, Y, RGB. So horizontal, vertical, red, green, and blue. And the first row corresponds to the first input and the second row to the second input. So if I want to map this inputs, I can just press these relative buttons like this. But I can also do it in the MIDI controller. The relative controls are here on the first row of buttons. We have 5 buttons, X, Y, RGB, so horizontal, vertical, red, green, and blue, horizontal, vertical, red, green, and blue. So these 2 rows, the first corresponds to the first input, the second corresponds to the second input. So I can do like this to do the same selection, or I can reverse them, for example, by doing, take away the phone, but I can reverse them by doing like this. So I have Y for the first input and X for the second input. Doesn't matter really, you're just flipping the image. You have to, of course, adjust the levels of the 2 inputs correctly so that you display the same, the correct amplification of your own signal. And then I can start my synthesizer to listen to display the shape. So now I open the audio and I can see that this is my x-axis that I can shrink and squeeze, or I can squeeze the y-axis and I amplify it. Of course, I can use all the other controls of the patch. So if I want to change the colors, I can add only red, green, and blue, or whatever combination I like of the 3. And I can try to find a frequency where I see the colors. So for example, something like this. Now I see the green a bit separated from the rest, and I can add the blue, and I can shift them with respect to each other. So I have this kind of white, red, and green. So I can play with my colors now as I would do with a normal patch and change the balance of my colors in my mix. I can go very high in frequency. I get this kind of dotty situation. If I add all 3, I got this kind of dotty rainbow. Or not, I can try to adjust the phases of the color, the shifts, so they superpose and they do kind of white. It's never exactly white because some colors kicking before or after, but you get the idea. You can mix your colors, and of course you can add the intensity control, and you can add also the shape control if you want to make it even more complicated. While the image is displaying your synthesizer, you can also add your shapes and etc., because now everything is shrinked into a dot. So basically you use a dot to move around depending on your audio signals. So voila, this is it. I hope this is all clear. I remain always available for questions. Thank you so much. Enjoy LizaJuice. The juice is loose.